Okay, back in the day, like, I feel like gaming cafes were really, how do I explain this? When I was growing up, it was more so called LAN centers. Do you guys remember that? Anyone? Like, those LAN centers had way better computers than like I had at my house, right? Because back then it was, I mean, technology, blah, blah, blah. So when I went to the LAN center, it was well worth it because there was better, I don't know, like, does this make sense? The computers were better. Like, I'm specifically talking Counter-Strike 1.6. If y'all remember those days, you may remember them, right? CS 1.6 was, I mean, that was an era for me. And I would go to this, like a LAN center or my friend's house, and we would play, right? I mean, those days may be gone now because I feel like people just, like, I don't know, I'm speaking for myself. Like, there may be people out here where it's like, a gaming cafe has a better like computer than them. But like when I used to go, it was mainly because I had a worse computer and I couldn't play Counter-Strike 1.6 in my house. I don't know, man. Obviously there's some aspect of like, you know, community there, I think. I mean, the reality, I don't know. It's kind of a hot take, but I feel like just the gaming community in general, like games in general, people are pretty toxic now. I don't know how to explain it with you. Like back in the day, when we played CS back in the day, it was more just like us having fun versus trying to be competitive. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, but that's not even always true because there were tournaments and the tournaments were fun. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. But yeah, gaming communities are, I mean, short answer, Kill, I don't know. I hope they're not, but I don't know, man. I'm over here quitting THC for the first time in 15 years. The stream's helping. Hey, good luck, brother. Any parlays for tonight? I made my home run one. Kyle Tucker, Judge, Fernando Tatis Jr. And I said that I think Man City and Crystal Palace are going to win today. And chat seems to think I'm wrong, but we'll see. All right, let's do a couple unbanned requests, and then we'll get into it. Back in the day, it would be toxic to enemy team, but now people are toxic to their own teams. It was more fun back then. Now it's about rank. Well, that's why people say that streamers ruin gaming, right? And like YouTubers, like we ruined it. We really did, I think, bro. You know what the thing is, man? Back in the day when you play, okay. When I played classic World of Warcraft back in the day, there wasn't a lot of these websites where it's like, go here, do this. This is your best way to do it. Use this talent. You know what I'm saying? When I grew up and I played World of Warcraft, I figured it out kind of for myself, you know? I mean, bro, when Classic WoW first came out, there was a book. You had a book. It was a physical book. I'm not saying like an online thing. Like there was a physical guide that was supposed to help you in Classic WoW. But then a lot of you, some of you are saying Thoughtbot. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Thoughtbot didn't come for a little bit. Am I tripping? Like Thoughtbot with Classic WoW, I feel like that didn't come out until, I don't want to say Burning Crusade, but maybe around there. I just remember playing Classic World of Warcraft and having no idea what I was doing and trying to figure it out one step at a time. Now it's like you have all these YouTubers or just the internet in general, man. And it's like, yo, what's the best build for a hunter? And you can copy and paste. You're not even thinking. I don't know, man. It's just so different now. It is. I've probably said this once a week now, but I am so grateful to have grown up in the 90s and watched the internet develop, as far as from the dial-up, get off the phone, I'm trying to play, to what we have now with the internet. And then also just the way gaming has developed and just playing those games growing up. You know, I'm so grateful that I got to experience that. I can't even express to you guys what it was like to play Pokemon Yellow on the original Game Boy. And then you had Blue and Red, and you'd be on the bus and you could I'll never forget when I could battle my friend with this Link on the bus with my Pokemon that I had. It was like, you have to remember though, bro, this is not like, this is mind boggling to me. The fact that I'm on this game, he's on that game, and our Pokemon are fighting each other, you know? It's just, but you have, and like now you look back and everyone's like, okay, obviously Unk. But you have to remember, I didn't see anything like that back then. That was like mind blowing. Guys, when I was on the bus, I had a CD that I burned songs onto, okay? And I could have about 10 songs. And every time my bus went over a bump, my song would skip. It would skip. Now you have millions and millions of songs at the hands of your fingertips, like literally right there, okay? And it was like, I'll never forget when they came out with anti-skip CD players. That was a technological break that I witnessed. Dude, you mean to tell me when we go over a bump, the song is gonna keep playing, dude? Blew my mind. Like something that simple, Right? It's like that's how much I've seen stuff develop from back then to now. And what I'm saying is back then, everything was more simple. Truthfully, it was. I could play Pokemon. Dude, we're playing each other. My Mewtwo or my, Blastoise is fighting your Charizard. This is crazy. But it's like now you look at it, it's like, of course. And I truthfully don't think it's just nostalgia. I don't. It's just you were experiencing, it's the way everything was getting experienced and found out. It's like now you can just Google literally everything, which is kind of a blessing and a curse. You Google your leg hurts and you could be having a stroke, let me Google this ailment and see what's going on with it, man. Anyhoodle. 25 from Ken. Tim, I'm 33, about to be 34. Tired and just finished a 13-hour night shift at an oil refinery. Just spectate one before bed. Thanks for the content. I got you, bro. End of the day, here's 25. I got you, Ken. I'm gonna do some bear requests and that I got you right after this. $20 from Oxy. Congrats on making the show, Timmy Tenders. You're mashing home runs on Portland Pioneers. Gold Glove made you spot on, in my opinion. Gold Glove made me in his baseball in MLB. I got a question. Does he got me swinging lefty or righty? Because I swing lefty. So if I'm swinging righty, it's not lore accurate, Timthetatman. He better have me starting number 4, clean up, starting first baseman. That's what I did all through high school, up to college. Thank you for your 20, man. 25 from Anon. Now you're alive for the time of AI making OnlyFans accounts. Bro, I was listening this morning on my run to Joe Rogan and Guy Fieri. I don't want to say his last name wrong. Joe Rogan and Guy Fieri. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Guy. Everyone knows who it is. But I was listening to the podcast this morning and they were just kind of talking about, they got to a point in this conversation where they were talking about AI and technology and how much, we're early on AI right now. They were kind of just talking about how in the future, what this is going to look like. And they said something along the lines of, it's like, we're in the car, from the horse to the buggy stage of AI technology. And in the next couple years, what AI technology could even look like. You know what I'm saying? It really got me thinking, bro. And I was sitting there thinking about it this morning on the run, where I was like, dude, I remember, I'll just talk about me and what I've seen develop. I saw the internet go from the phone to where you can't be on the phone at the same time to this, now it's this whole vast just thing, right? And I remember that was when I was 8, 9, where you could hang the phone up. I was 9 years old, I'm 35 now. And I was just thinking about how much technology has developed in the time that I've been alive, right? So it's like, I've seen this. I was just talking about a CD player, right? I was just talking about how I used to have a CD player. I mean, dude, my iPhone has 100 times the capability of the very first computer that I built when I was 13, which is now 17, 18 years ago now. And the point I'm making here is they said it this morning when I was listening to the podcast, but we really are early stage. This is CD player stages of AI technology. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, bro, in the next 10 to 15 years, what is that going to look like? Does that make sense to you guys? We're in that stage right now where it's I'm on the bus with my CD player and it's skipping with the bumps. That's the AI technology we have now. And 15 years from now, what the hell is that going to look like? Yo, I'm not bullshitting you, bro. We may be fucking up. Dude, I'm pretty stupid. Okay, I'm pretty fucking dumb. Obviously, I don't think I have to tell you guys that. I thought you could dig to the ocean, okay? But when I think about the development of its own, an AI technology where it thinks for itself, this is Unk mentality. I don't think it is, bro. I think that there's a very real chance that we make some that we can't control. If it's you can unplug stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? It's you can let's turn, what if one of the things that we make, you can't turn it off, you can't turn it off anymore. And it's no, actually, I'm not going to shut down. Bro, it's literally iRobot. And I'm also thinking to myself, how have we not learned from a movie like iRobot, right? Where obviously it's fictional, we know that. But dude, imagine years from now, we're looking back, we're holy shit, iRobot was spot on. AI is not the problem. The problem is humans. What will we do with it? Well, that's another thing I was thinking about too. They mentioned it on the podcast with Joe Rogan and Guy. They said, even if you have the AI technology, what if we decide, America, we're okay, we're gonna stop developing this, but Russia is just gonna keep doing it. Who control, who's the overarching AI controller? Does that make sense? Who's the, Bro, this got to be what the Bible was talking about, bro. I'm not even kidding, man. Like, I think about, listen, I think this, what the era that I really do sound like Unk right now. I really do. But it's like, I feel like we are going in the direction of, it's like uncontrollable. You can't control what, I don't know if it's Revelation's end time type thing, but bro's an old man shouting at clouds right now. I don't know. It really got me thinking this morning on the run. I can't lie. It's just, I don't know. I'm not smart enough, really. You know, this is all just me just spitballing based on what I heard on that podcast this morning. But I think the bottom line, what I really took from just even that little snippet of listening to their podcast, my bottom line was they really do have a point where we are at the CD player is still skipping on the bus in AI technology. And I am now, what I've seen in my lifetime from my CD player skipping to now having my iPhone is a massive jump in technology. And where is that going to be for AI in the next 10 to 15 years? That's the point I'm making. We'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Bro's overthinking. Shut up, Malachi. Like, Malachi, you're literally subscribed to 15 OnlyFans, bro. Leave me alone. Like, you're not trying. Are you fucking serious? Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you hit me with question marks for, bruh? It's 18 again? So since this whole thing has happened, you unsubscribed to 3 and then subscribed to 3 more? Yeah, you were cooked.